You have no business getting pregnant for a man that is incompetent.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mommy, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing a very unfortunate situation that has occurred to a Nigerian YouTuber who is based in the UK. Now this YouTuber, her name is Prudence Apinoko, and she is a YouTuber that shares family vlogs, lifestyle video, and sometimes she shares beauty videos. Now recently she came out to share that her marriage of 10 years is over. Now she did a 10-part series, and she talks about what happened. A lot of the things that she shared shocked a lot of people because her husband used to feature in some of the videos, and she was sharing her journey as they navigate life together. She first went to Dubai, came back to Nigeria, then when they relocated to the UK, and all the struggles they had during getting visa to stay and everything. So her coming to say that the marriage was over shocked a lot of people, but there were a lot of things that she said that happened that really shocked people. Now those videos have been taken down. I don't know if she had put it up again, but those videos have been taken down because there were so many people that were talking about the whole situation. So let's check out what people have to say, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
I don't know if you all have seen this Prudence video on TikTok. Okay, as I was coming home, so Talat posted a video, was it yesterday, about the Prudence ladies video. Unfortunately, I did not even know the Prudence before now. But going through the comment section, you know that this lady, she's a very hardworking lady. Like, for people to be commenting like that, for people that have known her all the way from YouTube, you know that she's a very hardworking lady, and she would have sacrificed a lot for her family, and eventually her 10 years marriage did not work out. So she was now doing a series about it. She's currently on part 5, but I can tell you that that lady has really gone through a lot. But this is my take on it. First of all, yeah, as a woman, Biko, in your marriage, see yourself. In fact, marriage is too far. In your relationship, see yourself as a go-to. Men alone are not the ultimate goals. You yourself, you are a goal. You too, prioritize yourself. See, the moment we ladies learn how to prioritize ourselves, we'll save our head from a lot of things. And also, ladies, know this and know peace. Your pastors are not marriage counselors. I know some people will come for me for this, but I don't know how you want to put it, what you are going to say. But to me, your pastor, your religion leaders are not marriage counselors. Yeah, they are not marriage counselors. Especially the quiet, gentle, church-going women. They often stay in an abusive relationship longer because of the spiritual leader. Listening to the Prudence YouTube videos on her about her relationship and her marriage dissolving, you have no business getting pregnant for a man that is incompetent. If giving birth for the first child, you know that this man, they give you a STD. This man is not the man you know. You gave birth for the second child, to the third child. What do we call it? I remember then when my ex, sometimes ending of early this year, wanted to come back. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I want to be the father to my child again. I'm ready to come back. You can't be beaten once, twice, again. I'm sorry this is happening to you, but ladies, you need to learn.
Prudence, I'm so sorry for everything you had to go through in your marriage. But there are some things you've said in your story that I want to share it because I've learned, and I want some women to learn as well. She said that even when they did not have enough money to feed, this man will cheat and bring back infection and give her, and they will now treat the infection together. Listen.
When you remember, you forgive again. He worried me more that we were broke, barely could feed, but he cheated and brought a sexually transmitted infection at the time that were both then treated. I wish that we had maybe invested in doing proper infidelity.
Did you guys hear that? That is a woman that wanted the marriage to work. She endured the cheating. She got infection. She accepted to treat the infection together and still stayed. This is a marriage of 10 years. The marriage has crashed now, so she's sharing her story. Another thing that I picked from this her story that almost scattered my head, that I disliked so much, is when something is going on between you and yourself in your marriage. You now run back to your parents, and then they'll tell you, stay. Don't leave your marriage, make it work. My sister, you are the only one that knows where is pinching you in that marriage. So even if you believe that your parents know better, you are the only one that knows what you are facing. If something happens to you, they will cry for you. Life will go on. So you need to make decisions for yourself. Listen to what she said.
Things he would do will leave me at a shock. I will go to my family crying, or to church to say, oh, this is the end, I'm done this time. But I'll be reminded, Prudence, this is not it. You have to fight for your marriage. There is no reward, or there is nothing that comes good out of a broken.
Bear in mind, if you go to church with your problem, church is wired to want marriage to work. Church will not advise you to leave your home. Are you guys forgetting Ekweme, the woman that served Ekweme? I'm sure she stayed because of church. Where is she now? She has died. So this is 2025 women. Let us learn from Prudence story and choose ourselves. If you know that it's not working for you, you are treating infection, you are suffering, and then maybe because of family, church are telling you to stay. Stay for what? Prudence stayed, and 10 years of her life she gave. Now it has scattered.
As someone who grew up with a single mom, I feel so much for Prudence. If you don't know who Prudence is, she's a content creator. She's a lifestyle content creator. She makes content around motherhood, marriage, and just lifestyle in general. So recently she came out to say that her marriage has ended, and I'm not going to sit down here to tell you all about her marriage because I wasn't there, but if you want to watch it, you can just go to her page. I'm going to tag her down below. Go to her page and watch the 10-part series of how her marriage literally crashed. When I tell you that men, they are not good people, but this is not what the video is about. My main reason for this video is for us to please support her, especially because she lives in this UK, and we all know that childcare in this UK is very, very expensive. I don't know Prudence and she doesn't know me, but I just really feel for her. And in her videos, she has said that the ways we can support her is to buy her book or watch her YouTube videos. I'm going to tag her down below. If you go to her page, you'll see a link to her YouTube. Please guys, if you cannot buy her book, please guys, just watch her YouTube video and watch the ads so that she can get paid.
Do you know why I'm like this? Like, I just finished watching a video of one YouTuber I knew back then in 2022. That was when I started watching this lady. When we started talking about relocation, you know, when you have relocation in mind, you will start browsing like creators that are in the country you want to relocate to, or you start making research. So many creators will be coming your way. That was how I got to know about this girl. Her name is Prudence. She just recently started sharing series of how she lost her marriage, or let me say how her marriage broke down. And I was like, I have really admired this girl. Like, I don't really get attached to people I just see online, but when I started watching her, I watch her because I love the way she talks about God in all her videos. She tried to talk about God in everything she does. Like, I really love this girl. I admire her strength. I admire the way she really truly tried to make her family be okay. Like, if you have watched this lady, you would know this I'm saying. Like, you will know that this lady really fought. There was even a time, if my husband could remember, but I know my husband will not be like me remembering all these things, but that was one of her videos I brought for my husband to watch. The way they were, it was when they were sharing how they came to the UK that they didn't have any money. That was the video I remembered bringing it to show my husband, to tell you that I have really, really watched this girl. And then it struck my mind that not everybody you see on social media, because this girl has been posting videos like we didn't really know she was going through all of this, and she was still showing up for herself. She was still being happy for herself. She was still doing it. I was like, damn, is this really how life is? Like, you will see somebody all bubbly and then you wouldn't know that that person is going through a lot. It just told me like that we should all be kind with our words, no matter what. No matter whatever thing you think you yourself are going through, that you can just come online and just talk to people anyhow. You don't know what they are going through outside the social media or inside behind closed doors.
Good morning, everyone. I was watching the video of Prudence Apinoko, whose marriage just broke recently, and a lot of things struck my mind. I mean, I broke down because it was just hard to bear to know that somebody was going through all of this in their marriage and was still trying to show up every day and all. No, that was a lot. And to even think that a lot more women are going through worse. It's sad. It's very, very, very sad. And my own thought goes now to the church. I mean, we need to start holding men accountable. Enough of asking the woman to try enough of telling her a wise woman built her home, enough of telling her to try to cope, enough of telling her to endure, and then what are you telling the man? What are you telling the man? The men needs to be held accountable as well. They need to also build their home. They need to also be they need to respect their wife. They want the respect, but they don't respect the wife. Is it good? How can somebody be doing that to their wife? No. We need to do better. The Church of God needs to do better when it comes to marriages. No. This is not the generation of our mothers and our grandmothers where they will sit down there and they will not be able to do anything.
I've been following this lady's story, part 1 to 10 of why her marriage is coming to an end. I've watched 1 to 5. And apparently she has deleted all the videos she posted on TikTok as well as YouTube. And I am 99% sure the pastor somewhere, someone religious, a Christian, or a family member is the one that have asked her to delete that video. They are trying to silence her, which they always do in churches as Christians and all that. And one of the reasons why that marriage failed, after that lady has tried so hard to make that marriage work, is because of us Christians, churches, advisors. When the man is a problem in a marriage, most times you hardly see someone that will hit the nail on the head, face the problem squarely, which is the man, and advise him, chastise him, and ask him to fight for the marriage. Instead, it is the woman that will be advised to continue to pray, be respectful, be submissive. Because the man cheated doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. It doesn't mean you have to be angry. You know, whenever he cheats like that and gives you STI, you should, kneel down and thank him for the, wonderful STI that he gave you. Those are the stupid advice that they give to women. And it gives these men the audacity to continue, because they know someone somewhere out there is going to make an excuse for them. And if they don't blame the woman who advised the woman, they would blame the devil. We blame the devil for all the misfortunes that we have as Christians. It's very easy to blame the devil. I'm sure the devil is tired of us blaming him, because some of the things we blame him for, if not most, he has nothing to do with it. People will be like, the devil is attacking marriage. The devil is not doing anything. You as humans, we as humans, we are the one destroying marriage by ourselves with our own hands, by not being accountable for the things we are doing to destroy that marriage. Advise the man to fight for the marriage. One thing I noticed about this man is that he's very nonchalant. He doesn't even have any interest in that marriage, and that's why that lady is so frustrated and she's giving up. And this will continue in a lot of homes. A lot of women are already tired. Some are just holding on with a very tiny little thread like this. Very soon it will snap, and the divorce rate will keep increasing until we start facing the truth and saying the truth as it is, without what missing word. And it doesn't mean that women are not problems in marriage. But whenever a woman is the problem in the marriage, they will face her, they will chastise her, they would advise her as it should be. But when it is the man, no. As the head, you can't chastise the head, the head of the household. No, you can't. But is it not the head that is supposed to even be chastised more? To whom much is given, much is expected. As the head of the home, you're the one that is supposed to have more sense.
This one is for my married people, and I have a sincere question to ask you guys because I'm losing my mind. But please, can you people tell me what is the benefit of getting married? If you're a married woman, what are the benefits you get from getting married? Because I feel like the universe is constantly reminding me every single day. Because if I go on TikTok, if I go on Twitter, I'm always reminded that it's much okay for me to be happy in my singleness, enjoy being a single woman, be happy being single. Because I had to speak your brother, I can't really speak. Because you guys, yesterday or today, shout out to Dallas for posting this, right? It's about a babe, right? Her name is Prudence. I went to go and watch her YouTube video. And please, as I'm saying this, if you guys can support her, please support her. Watch her YouTube video, download her book. But that's not even the point. The point right now is that you will be on your own, right? You'll be happy that you have married somebody. You'll be saying, thank God, I'm off of the street. But one stupid one stupid man that God will punish will be there. Come on, give you STI. And the reason, cheat up and down. And the reason he will say is because you are not giving him sex. And the reason why you're not giving him sex is because you had CS, C-section. You people know say that Olori Buruku, Allah ini konshini awon okunrin. Because I swear to God go punish men. You guys, I swear to God, I'm just very angry. Because the other day, if it's not this story, there's also somebody else I saw on TikTok this week. She was crying. Ask me why she was crying. She was crying because she's in a happy marriage. She has kids with this man. The only reason why she's crying is because this man, she doesn't have her own personal space. Hey God, you guys. And it just makes me think, right? During our old parents, like when our parents were young, right? Was all these problems there? Or the reason why it's more outspoken now is just because we now have social media.
Guys, so there's this story that I stumbled on last night. It's a series by a particular woman called Prudence, and she was talking about 10 things that led to the crash of her 10 years marriage. And guys, if you watched Prudence series, you will cry. You will cry for her. She passed through hell. First, after they have gotten married, between the first 2 years of marriage, she gave birth, and that was the time her husband cheated on her. And the man said she is the reason why he cheated. Remember, this woman gave birth through CS. She was dealing with being a first-time mom, handling life and being a wife and all of that. And not just being a first-time mom, it's first-time CS mom. And the husband was pressuring, and she wasn't forthcoming. And then he cheated, and then putting the blame on her that she is the reason why he cheated. And then she had to go to him to apologize. Oh, sorry, I made you to cheat on me. Let's continue with the marriage. Like, after every issues, they continued with the marriage. Now, during that issue or another one, I can't remember the exact one, they had gone to their pastor to say, oh, we're having issues in our marriage. This is what's going on. She had gone to the pastor. And then the pastor said, that's marriage. Pray for him. Make your marriage to work. Same thing coming from her family. She said in some occasion she had wanted to leave, but the people around her kept telling her to work on your marriage, make your marriage work, pray, fast. She said at a point she wanted to lose weight, she wanted to do everything, she started praying harder, fasting harder, just for her husband to be a better person. We forgot to mention this. During that first 2 years of marriage, her husband cheated on her, brought in STD, and they had to, she said they were barely feeding, like they were struggling. The little that they would have used to eat, he used it to go and cheat, and then brought back STI or STD, and then they started treatment together. This woman was still with him. In fact, if you listen to her story, she did more than what an understanding wife done. She is that definition. The African man definition of submissive wife. That's slave kind of submissive wife. That is what she was. She said in her words, and that broke my heart, she said she served her husband with her body, her soul, her everything, her hands, that she served her husband. So I don't know, but that woman, she passed through hell. You need to hear her speak. She wrote every detail that she was reading it out. The man did her shaking to the extent even when they came over to the UK, the man was still cheating on her. The man was the student and she was a dependent, so she was the one that worked extra times just to pay off school fees. This woman have 3 children, and 3 of them were giving birth through CS. So you can imagine the kind of struggle of bathing through CS, struggling, working hard for a man that do not appreciate you, that do not value you. In fact, that story, it's a total mess. It broke my heart. At a point, I didn't know when tears dropped from my eyes because I couldn't even imagine someone passing through such mess. And just like she agreed, she actually enabled her husband. She enabled him, and the man treated her like nothing.
I started to pray more. Lord, please fix the areas in me that is the problem.
So yesterday I stumbled on this lady's part series of how her marriage of 10 years came to an end. She said it's going to be 10 parts. At the moment she has released 5. Honestly, to say my heart is broken is an understatement. I didn't know her prior to her videos, but my heart really went out to her, because as I started to listen to her videos, you can hear the hallmarks. You can hear the hallmark of financial abuse. You can hear the hallmarks of physical abuse. You can hear the hallmarks of, you know, abuse. You can hear religious abuse. And you know what really broke my heart the most is how, as a victim in all of this, and yes, someone may say it takes 2 to tango, but I'll tell you something. The day you meet a person with narcissistic traits and end up in relationship with them, you will change that statement. This lady got to a point where the abuse in her marriage is reducing her to asking herself and praying. She said, I started to pray more to say, God, work out of me whatever it is that is affecting my marriage, that is making my marriage not work. When I was saying a couple of days ago that these, you know, narcissism and narcissists love religion, that they hide in the church more than any other place, any religious institution, is because of things like this. Scripture is twisted to keep the villain in the situation. This poor lady is in a space where she's thinking, God, work out what is in me that is making my husband mistreat me. Can you hear that? Work out in me, oh God, what is happening that is making my husband go out and cheat on me, bring STIs. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. She's not in the wrong. She's not in the wrong. She's not just a victim of her husband. She's a victim of the church structure. And I always say this, I am a Christian. I am a devout Christian. I am a follower of God. The more I started to read that Bible, the more I started to learn that, hold on a minute, faith itself, when your faith becomes strong, when you start to know God for yourself, you will recognize that there's a lot of things within the church structure that are not of God. And it is also so important to recognize that when it comes to marriage, I am not for people going to church counseling, for premarital counseling or for relationship counseling or marriage counseling. You know why? A lot of times people pass on their trauma. If my well is dirty, I am going to give you a drink from that well. It's better to go to a licensed, accredited therapist for support, because the moment you go to some of these dysfunctional structures in church, especially African churches, you will live there as a woman being told to do your duty. As I grew up in a culture where our women's kitchen tea parties or bridal showers, the advice that a young woman will be passed will be given, passed on to her, are things like, listen, make sure that no matter what happens, you keep your mouth shut. You need to be a woman who allows her husband to feel respected. And they're not talking about respect as in respecting him. They're talking about don't question him. Whatever he does, even if he's financially irresponsible, you keep your mouth shut. Even more so, and I kid you not, I heard this with my own 2 eyes. If you earn more, give him your monthly salary. Kneel down, especially in my Zimbabwean culture, we still do the whole kneeling down. Kneel down and give him that bank card and let him plan as a man. I am so overwhelmed by this lady's testimony. My heart goes out to her. But I feel this is good. What she's done is brave, because there are people in her comments or people in her ear that are saying, why are you airing your dirty laundry? Why are you wanting to be single? There is nothing out there. You think you're going to get better. You don't know the protection that your ring gave you. Do you know how many single women want what you have? This lady is brave. Lady, I don't know you, but you are brave.
Okay, so we've seen a bit of what happened and what people have to say about the whole situation. Like I said, the videos that she uploaded were really shocking. The things that she said in it were really shocking. I would love to hear what you think about it, because now she is a mother of 3 and she's going to have to navigate life in the UK alone, because in one of the series, in one of the videos, she said that the guy was saying that he was going to leave the UK and go back to Nigeria and leave her and the kids in the UK. Now, personally, I'm going to say this: when I saw the first video, I think I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, what is she saying? I don't understand. And then I went to YouTube and I saw that she had uploaded like 5 parts of the videos, and I was like, eh? I can't believe this, because I used to watch videos off and on. I started watching it like in 2022 when they were just relocating to the UK, when she was talking about the whole educational visa and how they got it, because her husband was the primary applicant. He went for a master's in the UK. They were at I believe at Teesside University. They talked about everything, and she used to share things, how they are moving, how they are getting jobs and all that it's involved. She also talked about when she was able to get COS, certificates of sponsorship, to be able to stay after their I think post-study work visa was almost expiring or something like that. So I was impressed and motivated by how she kept on having faith that these things will work for her and how things were working for her. I was like, oh, this is someone that God is answering her prayers, that everything she's asking for, even though it might be a struggle, but she's always getting it largely. That's what I thought. And I was like, okay, it looks like things are okay between her and her husband, even though I used to feel a particular kind of way, but I didn't. I just felt like maybe it was just reserved or something like that. And then I noticed that she just announced earlier this year that she had given birth to her 3rd child. And I was like, okay, it seems everything is working out for her and everything. And then I just saw the whole video. When I was listening to it, because she was talking about him cheating, she talked about him gambling, and most of the time when she discovered the cheating, or she realized that he has cheated again, is when she goes for antenatal and they're screening her for different things, and they discover that she has an STI, a sexually transmitted infection. And she mentioned all the times that she was having it. She talked about when she had it in Nigeria, and that's when she discovered, okay, this man is stepping out of their marriage, and also mentioning it happening in the UK. And I was like, wait, you are also stepping out in the UK. You finished it in Nigeria. Pastor, everybody came, talk, tried to resolve it. She even said she apologized one time she apologized to him because he said he stepped out of the marriage because of her, so she apologized. I was like, hey, see gaslighting, see manipulation. I kept quiet. Continued again, and she mentioned that it happened almost like 4 times, and she was discovering it when she was pregnant. And I was like, my goodness, this man does it. I'm sorry, I might be saying this from a point of view that might not be nice, but when someone steps out of their marriage and brings a disease to his spouse that is just in the house on her own or on his own, that person that steps out doesn't like you. That person wants you to be unalived, because there is no how you will like someone and you'll be bringing a disease that can potentially cause harm to your spouse. Now, she was talking about the fact that she's taking antibiotics and everything, and I'm like, she's so fortunate that the STIs that he has been bringing are the ones that are treatable by antibiotics, antibacterial. Now, if he had brought something like HIV, And for people to say, oh, no, 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 no. As a pharmacist, I have said it severally on this channel that one of the first time I really realized that stepping out of marriage is not just morally wrong, it is wrong in every way, because it feels like that person wants to unalive the spouse that is not doing anything. Because how would you go outside and bring a disease that can lead to the death of someone? Now, I've said it that so many women find out when they are pregnant that they have HIV, and they know it is from their spouse. I have had to counsel people who just found out that they had HIV, because in Nigeria there's a policy that when you are doing antenatal, when you go for antenatal classes and antenatal checkup, you are going to do HIV test, and some of them will find out that they are positive. Now, to prevent the transmission of the virus from the mother to child, they are going to be placed on antiretroviral. Now, as a pharmacist, I am in charge of giving the drugs. I'm in charge of dispensing it. I'm in charge of counseling them on how to take it, and also the likely side effects they are going to get. I'm in charge of letting them know that they need to take it appropriately. Also, at that pharmacy, we're also in charge of the children's medication after they are giving birth. So the children, when they are giving birth, they are also going to take antiretroviral to make sure that while the mother is positive, the child that is giving birth to would remain negative and not get the virus. Now, we all know that HIV is not curable as of now, 2025. It's only manageable. So until a permanent cure is discovered, anybody that has HIV would most likely have it till they die. That is something that can be a sense of trauma to people, because if you don't get the medication to reduce the viral load so that you are healthy, how are you going to live? Because we know that HIV/AIDS kills. So someone stepping out severally to bring in something from outside doesn't like you. I'm sorry, that person wants you dead. So for her to keep on getting STIs means that person doesn't like her. Every other thing that she has, every character flaw she has, does not equate to the gravity of what he's doing by bringing in infection to meet her in the house. So no matter how she tries to say people should not bash him or say all sorts about him, that part I cannot rule out as a pharmacist. I cannot rule out that part. It just triggers me. When she was saying it occurred the first time, I was like, ha. It occurred the second time, the third time, ha. The fourth time, I was just like, this is it. And she's like, oh, that she's even on medication. I was like, what the heck? Thank God it is not a viral infection, because viral infections are very difficult to get rid of, and some you would have it for life, like I said, HIV. Then she also talked about the fact that he's also gambling, he's into gambling, and he's not financially responsible. And then she talked about the fact that she has a lot of debt that she got because of the family. And I'm like, you guys have a lot of debt because they spent a lot of money to pay for the visa that they just got, because they were paying for 4 people at that time. Now with this new baby that has arrived, she's going to pay for that child, and it was a lot of money. I believe she said it was about 20-something thousand pounds that they paid. They were able to get some, and I believe now from what she's saying, they had to borrow some to pay everything. And you are gambling, you were spending money without it being accounted for. Why? Now she says she has a lot of debt that she took in her name because maybe she had a better credit score, with the fact that her job is I think her job is stable. It's in a government agency, I'm not sure, but her job is like, it's one that maybe will give her access to um ability to get some money or something, I don't know. But she was talking about that she has debt and she's trying to pay it off, because he had already said that he might just leave and go to Nigeria. So she's going to be left alone to pay the debt. So she's trying to like sell her books, because she writes books. So she has told people to help her and buy. I'm going to leave the link to her channel. I'm going to leave it in the description box and in the comment section. I hope she has not deleted it again, because she had over 500 videos. She has privated all of them and she said she's starting afresh. I personally think she should have left the series explaining what happened to her marriage up, so that at least that would help to bring traffic to our new content. But she's doing what she feels is best, because she said after she uploaded the videos, she uploaded from part 1 to 9. I think because it went viral, it did better than all our other videos used to do. The last time I checked, one of them was at 48,000, another was like 13,000, for 15,000. It was doing better than our normal videos that used to do like 4,000, 3,000, 5,000 views. So she said it got people talking as usual, and I think the pastors that were always telling her to just bear with it, this and that, and doing all the things they were doing to her, and the in-laws, as the husband's people, were now kind of talking to her. And in talking, I mean, I'm sure they were attacking her, that why did she bring their business to social media. So I think she now privated it and decided to private all our vlogs, because she used to feature our children. Some of them she even featured the man in it and everything. So but she has one video recently. I don't know if she is going to remove that one, but if she has not, whether she has removed it or not, I'm going to leave the link to our channel in the description box and the comment section, so that you can go and support her. Now our friend was able to open a GoFundMe for her. She didn't want to open it. She just said that she wanted to use as the sales of her book. At least she's offering a service to people. People buy her book and then she earn money from it. She wanted to use the sales to pay for debt. But her friend said that people are asking in the comment section how they can help her, how they can donate. So you can donate through the GoFundMe. The link is in our video, is in the comment section and in the description box. You can also do super chat. Now, if you're doing super chat and you're from the US, please note that YouTube will take about 30% of whatever you donate to her through super chat. So if you want to donate £10 or $10, please make it like 13, because 30% is going to be removed for tax. So you can make it 13 so that she can get 10, if you get my drift. Anyway, that aside, hopefully things will get better for her. Now, for me, I felt like they were two different characters. Now, people always say, oh, the Bible says that two people that are unevenly yoked should not get together. And a lot of people will use that, especially Christians, will use that to say that a Christian should not marry a non-Christian. But I think people need to also realize that even if you are both Christians, there are some characters that you both have that might not still align together. Now, from what I've gathered, from what I just seen, it looked like the characters were too different. Now, Prudence is someone that is a go-getter, is someone that she wants to enjoy life. She wants to have the good things in life, and she aspires to have it, and she is ready to work to get it. She's ready to do all that she needs to do legally and everything to get it. But personally, I feel like her husband was someone that is contented with just the bare minimum. So it doesn't see why she have to work so hard and do so many things to get it. That's what I feel. So that's where the old discrepancies was. And she said something about like they did not date something before they married. So I think if they had dated a bit more, she would have said that their mentality is a bit different, and they are not really compatible in the way they take life, the way they do want to do things. Now, she was talking about the fact that there was a time when our sister came and that she booked like a holiday for her and the husband, and she told him and everything, and was saying that so that they can be together because they are always with the kids and everything, so that they would just be as a couple. And the husband did not really see reason with that. And he didn't even tell her before it was time for them to go. It was when it was time for them to go, and I said his passport has expired, which I felt like that was very unfair. She was ready to go. She was ready. You understand someone that's ready to be like, just like, let them be together, let them communicate and everything. Why would you do that? Because he did not see why is he supposed to be going on a vacation with his wife. That's probably his mentality. And then he now told her that, okay, that if she says she has booked the ticket and everything, that she should go with her sister. And she was really angry. That why would you say that? This was supposed to be a couple's day, and you did not take it into mind. You allowed your passport to expire. You didn't say it beforehand. You didn't say it before she even booked for it and everything. So I think that's where a lot of their issues are coming from. Their personality are too different. Their way of thinking about life is too different, and there is a lack of communication between the two of them. The husband doesn't really like communicating with her, and she's a good communicator. She likes to talk and she wants to have the conversation, but he is just someone that would not want to have that conversation. Like she said, sometimes he would not want to apologize. He would just say, I've said sorry, and that's all. Or sometimes she will say that he will go on a silent treatment. That doesn't make sense. You're an adult in a relationship. So any which way, I wish them all the best. I don't know what's going to happen, because the pastors are always gaslighting her and manipulating her, and I don't know, she might decide to continue with the relationship, she might not decide. But right now I'm more concerned about her health, because she was talking about the fact that she has high blood pressure and she's still trying to manage it. I'm also worried about the debt that she had. I hope she'll be able to clear it off. Hopefully when that is sorted out, every other thing will align. Whatever decision she decides to take concerning the marriage, I hope she focuses on herself first, because she needs to be in the best physical and mental health to be able to take care of the 3 children that she has. Whatever happens with the marriage, I hope she doesn't put herself last and she doesn't put herself in danger again. Anyway, that is my thought about it. Like I said, I will leave the link to a channel in the description box and in the comment section. Please go and check it out, and if you can support her by buying a book, please do. If you can support her by donating to a GoFundMe, please do. If you can support her by doing super chat, please do. I wish her all the best, and I hope she takes the best decision for herself and her kids. Anyway, that's my thought about everything. I would love to hear what you think about this whole situation. Please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.